In this lecture, I will present another way of solving first-order ODEs numerically, which is the midpoint method. The midpoint method is also known as the modified Euler method. Okay, the midpoint method is a modification of the Euler method. In other words, the midpoint method is also one of the Runge-Kutta methods. So let's review. Ano nga ba yung Runge-Kutta methods? Again, the Runge-Kutta methods are a set of methods wherein we use this algorithm to find the next value for y. So y sa 1 plus I plus 1 is equal to the previous value of y plus h, the step size, multiplied by some kind of slope. And sa Runge-Kutta methods, yung slope natin is generally a weighted average of different slopes. Now, let's go back doon sa Euler method, di ba? Kung meron kang unknown function and let's call this point I, and we are going to find what would be the value of point I plus 1. Gusto nating malaman kung ano to based dito sa point I. Now, sa Euler method, what we do is we approximate it using a tangent line. Okay, a tangent line na merong slope. Let's call that slope K1. K1. Okay. Now, dito sa midpoint method, ang gagawin natin is instead of getting an approximate value for I plus 1, ang gagawin natin iba, no? Hindi tayo magfo-full step, but rather doon lang tayo sa midpoint magi-step. Hanggang dito lang yung extension line natin. Okay? At diyan, syempre ang ina-approximate natin sa point na yan would be yung point sa taas niya. Ito yung ina-approximate natin na point. And we want to find what is the slope at this point. And let's call that K2. Okay. Now, weighted average. Gagamitin natin yung K1 at K2. At dito sa midpoint method, yung weight ng K1 will be 0. Tapos, yung weight ng K2 would be 1. Ito yung magiging slope natin. Okay? In other words, yung slope natin would be simply equal doon sa K2, which is the slope or the estimated slope doon sa midpoint or doon sa middle nung H, which is the step size, sa gitna nung interval na yan. Okay. Now, paano ba't kunin to? Of course, yung point na yan, ang x niya would be whatever is the x sub I plus kalahati nung step size since sa gitna. How about yung y? Yung y, kukunin natin dito using yung K1. No? Instead of magi-step ng h, ang gagawin natin sa y nito, that would be yi plus h over 2 times yung slope, which is initially that is yung K1. Okay? Kaya to naging h over 2 kasi nga kalahati lang yung ginawa mong step instead na h, no? H over 2 lang. So, ganito natin kukunin tong point na to. Okay, now let's do an example. Let's go back to our previous examples, no? Yung example na ginagamit natin from previous lessons. This is the differential equation. We want to find out what is y at x equals 2. Given the initial condition, y at x equals 0 is 1. Again, kapag mga first order DEs, we need to express it in this form. So, I will rewrite it in this form. Magiging y prime is equal to y x squared minus 1.2y. Okay? Now, I will do this problem directly sa Excel. So, I'll take a screenshot and paste it here sa ating spreadsheet. Okay, sa Excel, no? And as you can see, nandito sa spreadsheet ko, naka-ready dito yung previous values natin using Euler's method. Nandito rin yung exact na answers. So, naka-plot siya dito. Okay. Before that, i-hide muna natin yung exact at saka yung Euler's method. And we will concentrate creating the table for the midpoint method. Okay, so sa midpoint method, syempre given yung initial condition, sa x equals 0, yung y ko equals 1. Given yon. Now, k1 would be the slope na tangent doon sa unang point. Okay? Slope tangent dun sa unang point. So, in other words, we simply substitute x and y dito sa equation na to. So, that would be equal dun sa y times x squared minus 1.2 ng y. So, that is the slope. Now, kailangan natin gumawa ng half step using this point and this slope. Half step. So, ibig sabihin, yung x mo, kailangan dagdagan mo ng h over 2. So, this becomes x plus kalahati nung step size. So, kalahati niya, of course, that's 0.05. Now, paano natin kukunin yung y at that half step at x plus h over 2? That would be yung y plus, instead na h, ang gagawin natin, 0.5 nung step size times yung slope. Okay. Now, yung k2 would be yung again, sa substitute mo tong x and y na to para makuha mo yung slope doon sa midpoint. And that would be the slope for the midpoint method, yung Runge-Kutta equation natin. So, this would be yung y times square nitong x na to minus 1.2 times ng y. So, ito na yung magiging bagong slope. And we now proceed with Runge-Kutta method, which is yung previous y plus yung step size times yung slope. And you repeat the calculations sa Excel. Madali mag-repeat ng calculations. I-drag down mo lang yung mga formulas. Okay. So, I have here yung graph ng midpoint method and let's compare it doon sa Euler at saka sa Euler method at saka doon sa exact value. So, kung makikita nyo, ito yung exact value, that's 1.305 versus yung midpoint method na 1.289. So, decimal places lang yung difference. And as you can see, halos magkapatong na yung graph nung exact at saka nung midpoint method. And this is because the midpoint method is a second order Runge-Kutta method compared with the Euler method, which is a first order. Of course, dahil second order siya, mas accurate siya kaysa doon sa Euler method. If we zoom in the graph, mas makikita nyo na halos magkapatong na talaga yung values nung exact at saka midpoint method. So, eto na siya, no? Mas magandang approximation yung midpoint method kaysa doon kay Euler method. So, that's it for the midpoint method, one of the second order Runge-Kutta methods.